What's up, y'all? My name is Keith London from LA. I got into a bird, like everybody else probably, but what happened was I was at my grandparents' house when I was like 5. Matter of fact, I think it was my 5th birthday actually. And I saw my uncle. He's going inside this, it seemed big when I was little, but now it's like a little box. I asked him what's in it. He said, it's pigeons, right? And I said, pigeons? And he said, yeah. I said, nobody can't keep pigeons in a box like that, in a box. And he said, yeah. He looked at these birds, all different colors. So then he let some of them out. So you gonna let them go? He let them go. They flew around. He's watching. And I'm watching them, and they start turning flips. They was like tumbling though. They weren't rolling. I was like, they turning flips. Then I was stuck, and then they landed. He opened the trap door, whistled, and they went back in. I'm like, what the heck? They come back? And I remember telling my mother about them, because talking about them. Fast forward 5 years later, I got my own birds, and then the rest is history. I always wanted them, but I just could never get them. My mother wouldn't let me get them. Her thing was, boy, you don't even take care to clean up your room. I know you even have no pigeons. So that was that. But I ended up getting them anyway when I was about 10. So, and the rest is history.
All right, y'all. I'm Bird. How I first started getting into the pigeons, where I grew up at, it was like the thing. Like the older guys around my area, they had them. So I was always interested in them. And I stayed in an apartment at the time, so I really couldn't get them. And then I used to do like little stuff for them, clean out the cage, and they'd give me a bird. And I really didn't have nowhere to put them. I had them in a shoebox. Had them in the shoebox, and then I graduated to a little screen cage, and I used to keep it on my porch. And I let them go, and they all go back to the people I got them from. And I had to go clean up again and get the birds back. But I was probably like 10 years old at that time, and I just always been fascinated by them. Definitely since a youngster. So, that's how I got into them.
Tell about your guys' relationship.
I'm telling how we met.
Yeah, you can tell them. You can tell them.
So how we met was we both was in the county jail, and my people sent me some stuff, literature, pictures on birds, right? And he saw me. I think he saw me. He said, "You don't know nothing about no birds."
Yeah, I seen he had a book with birds on it. I said, yeah, you don't know nothing about no birds. And
Yeah.
man, he come to be the man. I'm like, man. So that's how we end up hooking up, talking about that. And then we both got out. You got out before me, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got out before me. And then as soon as I got out, I was looking for him. I said, so I went straight and came by the house, and I was stuck, amazed after I left his house. I think I missed him the first time, and I came back and he was there. And man, he let them birds out, and it was over. I never seen him like he had them, I'm like, man, you the man on the birds, So I've been messing with him ever since. That was like 91. Like 91. Still hanging.
My daughters weren't even born. The youngest ones wasn't born. Only Crystal, Lil Keith was born at that time.
Yeah.
Lil Keith was born. I had to go to jail right after that. I had to turn myself in right after that. That's why I stayed out, just so I can see him born.
Yeah, for the turn in.
Yeah.
So tell me about the families that you guys have right now. What your goals are with them right now.
Well, my birds are basically my smoke birds are the base, which is the old Pensum / Full House. Will touch it with a lot. Jerry Higgins got a lot of influence in the birds, but I hadn't brought none of them birds in since it's been a while, a long time. I think the last ones I used was 2010 or 11, something like that. The last one. So, but I bring those birds in 2001. But I haven't introduced nothing else. But after that, there was always those birds. But so what happened? What happened with me is I hit a high, and then the government stuff came in. That changed a lot of stuff. That changed a whole lot of stuff, and that happened. That just changed a lot. Everything changed after that. I mean, it's like the BOPs got worse at that time, and then you get a little frustrated a little bit, and then life started happening. Moved away. That was cool. Then start going through a divorce. And at the same time, when I was going through the divorce, my mother was really sick, and at the same time, we was filming Pigeon Kings. All that was happening while we was filming Pigeon Kings. So it was like a crazy little shift, and the Hawks got worse. I stopped competing, but I still had birds. I did a video on my YouTube channel when I said I gotta walk away from the competition, so I ain't gonna be able to do it. The Hawks getting worse. You can't do nothing about it. I grew up in an era whereas somebody hit you, hit them back. So if the Hawks hit me, I'm gonna hit them back. I'm gonna fight back with them, but the government don't want to say you ain't supposed to. So it's like it got kind of frustrating for a minute. And so I ain't gonna be trying. I just gonna fly birds whenever I fly them and stuff like that. So, and then when we couldn't come to agreements about the house. We sold the house, and I just told all my club members to hold all the birds for a few years. Then I came back. When I came back, they weren't the same. The birds of prey was worse, so it was hard to keep the good birds. So I brought in birds to increase my odds of having good birds, and that worked to a certain degree. But I would never be able to compete at the standards I want to compete at. Most guys want to just merely qualify. I don't want to qualify. I want to try to win, and I know I couldn't do it in those circumstances. So that's where I'm at now. So now I'm in the area where I can actually fly. Like you've been flying. You've been here since this morning. I've been flying. We haven't even seen. I've seen a hawk over there, but you haven't seen no attacks. Birds flying calm and everything. So, but I always try to maintain connection with people to put birds, so I can have birds just because I need to reach back for something. So I put birds in different spots. When I came out here, I found out he got some of my old stuff from when I was really doing really well. So we put a pair together, so to bring some of that back in, and also help him get some of the newer stuff too.
How about yourself, Bert? What you working on?
Basically, I got all Keith birds from, like he said, older birds though, the stuff he had from back in the day. And like he said, we just did a collab on some of the stuff. Once I brought the paperwork out and he seen, I had certain birds, we did a little collab on some stuff. And basically, I'm trying to get up to the new era with this new stuff, and still work in the old stuff, because that old stuff still was fire too. That got him where he at now. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at on the birds. Basically smoke stuff and whatever he was generating at the time when he was taking off, he helped me, he blessed me with those birds back then. So, and I've still been, working with them. I'm just now getting to the competing side, to where, I always been in the backyard. I have fun by myself. So, I'm just now getting to that. And like you said, we're going to move in. I'm moving in some of these new birds and collab them together and get on the ball.
What has Keith's birds taught you?
What have they taught me? Well, they taught me a lot about how they roll, and the quality of them, the difference between his birds and other people's birds. You know what I'm saying? You can see the difference in them. And early, you know, instead of having to wait a long time, you see the depth and the quality of them early. You know, nice birds, nice. Always been. Been amazed ever since, like I said, 91, when I first hit the yard. I hadn't seen nothing like it. And, you know, been just trying to stick with that. And like I said, get some of these new birds into what's going on and get this new road cracking too, you know?
So, for both of you guys, how would you guys like the sport to grow?
I would like to see more younger people get in. Like a lot of kids that was young, like we were young when we came in. You don't see that. Most time it's guys that was around birds when they was younger and didn't really get them until they got older. Like a lot of older guys. I had birds when I was a kid. They come back into it in their 30s when they're more settled. I want to see more younger youth come in, like
How we was
10, 11,
enthused
12.
early.
Yeah.
And look now, it's still enthused, you know, by the birds. So definitely get the youngsters they gotta come outside first.
Yeah, they
They don't want to come outside. They gotta come outside first.
That's why
So,
when I seen that kid bird baby, that's why I immediately want to get to him.
yeah.
Do some birds. Let's get him some birds.
So he can get that
He don't know
spark
it yet,
early.
Yeah,
He
he
get
don't
that
know it yet, but he gonna know now because if he see this, yes, he grew up. If he stay straight, he better get anything he want from me. I'm gonna nurture that.
Definitely need to. Definitely just to keep them, you know, get them youngsters when you see them.
Yeah,
Definitely got to keep them,
Embrace 'em.
bless them with it, and so they can stay focused in it.
and we don't like. We didn't have that when I was young. Them old dudes used to do us wrong. They used to fly birds, show you birds rolling, then say you birds to look like them.
Yeah.
They go back to house, they keep the birds, and them old dudes. When I grew up, the older dudes was with now sometimes when you can't have something, you want it more. Like that. So they made it so hard for us to get it, you want it even more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I get to the age now, and I see kids that are really showing a real interest in them, I gravitate to them.
You got to, cause it's rare. You know, it's not just like we was. It was so many when at my age. Man, my whole street, everybody wanted birds. You know, we was just influenced by it. But now it's different. You know, they don't have that. You know, it's hard to even get your own family member or son to gravitate to them. It's different. It's different.
Only thing I did is play basketball. They all did that. All of them did that. Even one of my daughters did. But the boys, birds,
No.
and the girls act like they want birds, but the only birds tries to pay them to help me clean out the cages.
Yeah.
The boys, I can't even pay them to do it.
Yeah. You gotta get that. They gotta have that spark. And the kids don't be having it nowadays.
Were there like periods where they would get into it and then
Nah, not at all.
Not at all, huh?
At all. The boys, not at all.
And it's crazy because you got them right there. And this is all you doing.
Yep.
It seemed like your kids would just, especially the boys, seemed like they would jump right into it.
They jumped right into basketball, though.
Oh, yeah, that was
They
good.
They did that. But then, other than that, there's not no birds. I can't even pay them to do this.
Yeah.
And look, they climb a feed tray. Not feed tray, a tray. Put a tray out, scrape, put in the thing. My daughters got the point, they were getting too expensive. They were $20 a tray, and they were doing it in 15 minutes. You can make the thing. So, an hour you making. I just give them to them, give them some money, just do it. They different because they want to go hang out and buy stuff, go shopping, and the girls did, the boys didn't. They didn't care about that. As long as they had some fresh Jordans on to go hoop in or something like that, they didn't even care about nothing else. But youth, I like that. So I don't see that many of them. And you go to shows, see people with their kids, some of their son, but them dudes be doing it for themselves. And I don't like that. I don't like when people use their kids to get birds either. You can tell their kids ain't thinking about no birds because they ain't thinking about the show. They doing everything but that. They try to bring one like it's for them, but it's really for them.
Get in the car. Get in the car and say, let's see what we got.
Well, let's talk about the programs that you guys have done for the youth team.
Ooh, we used to do. Personally, I didn't. Did I do one? Did I do one for me? Nah, I didn't do a youth program. I just used to always participate. They used to have one. Okay, they used to one called the Sheriff Youth Activities League or whatever it was, but it was a football thing. Whereas the guy that put it together used to work in juvenile hall, Big Horn, Floyd Horn. He put together a flyer to raise money for in Athens Park District to raise money for the football team, sports team. So we used to do a flyer in a show every year at the sheriff station right there on what street is that? Is that Central? Where's that sheriff thing at? Compton. On Compton and they do. The old Firestone sheriff station. They used to do a show there every year. We used to raise money. Everybody fly a kit. $20 a kit. All the money proceeds go there. We give a show. Raffle, donate birds. Might donate 5 or 6 pigeons. Just donate them. And all the money go to that youth activities league, sheriff league. And then we had one for the church, which was a guy named Tippy Marvin Parks. Fathers used to give one. They used to do a fly in the show there too. The church fly. He's called the church fly. And then he do a big show, help his church out. I guess he's helped a lot of people in the community. So any fly that was happening, we was trying to get in it. We would look forward to it. Versus now when you gotta hunt the dudes down the fly, keep telling them to fly. We looking. You got a fly? When is it? We in it. That's how we were. And you don't see that not in LA. LA is the new generation is not like that. They got birds and they got some good ones, but they worry about looking bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we should just fly. We just want to get in everything.
Whatever happened, happened.
If it's a fly, I'm in it. That's like starting next year. That's how I'm gonna be again. But I want to be like every people. Like when I moved out here, so I got here, everybody had kits. All these dudes had kits older. So and I didn't have an older kit. So I said, you know what? I'm not even gonna fly in 2026. I'm gonna try to get an older kit too. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm gonna start some stuff up here too. I'm gonna kick some dust up here. Cause I got guys willing to fly, for support and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do stuff. I haven't did a fly for cancer in 2021. I'm gonna try to bring that back too.
Oh yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Where all the proceeds, everything went to the Cancer Society. It was set up so that when they pay for the fly, we don't touch no money. We didn't touch no money cash. Every money, people just send it right to them. Even people from our job will just donate money because it was a cancer fly. Because everybody have a family or a friend that has been impacted by cancer. Somebody, everybody. I don't know nobody that don't know nobody that had cancer. This one dude tried to tell me he don't know nobody that ever had cancer. I said, man, if you don't knock it off, it's impossible. It's almost impossible not to know nobody that's.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was different, but now
I said, you don't know
you
nobody.
know somebody.
He said, I said, look, I'm going to show you how you know. You knew CS, right? Yeah, I knew CS. How did CS die? Cancer. So you know people that died of cancer. He said, oh, I don't know nobody. It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, now. Definitely.
So once we start bringing, I want to do a youth fly, but it's not enough of them. If we had, like when we was young, you could have had
filled up the parking lot.
With youth?
Yeah.
It was me, like my friend across the street, 2 friends down the street, 2 friends on the other side, and that's just on one block.
Yeah.
And we all was in junior high school and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? For a project, I live on 68. And then around the corner was 67 and 66th Street Elementary School was right there. Right? Well, my projects I came out, I took 2 birds to school. When I started, threw them up, they watched them go fly, tumble, and go to my house right across the street and go over there. That's where I live. They say, oh, there was so. Nah, that was one of my projects at school.
Yeah, me too. I had something like that before too. I was bringing birds to school. They see me with the cage. Dude, God, that was like 7th grade.
Yeah.
I was getting A's just from bringing, as them being a project and just talking about the birds. You know, other people might have did something else. I bring a few birds to school and talk about them. A, automatic. Like, this guy got birds, and you know, it's amazing to, especially people that don't do birds. You know, like my teacher, and you know, they're like, wow, this is.
And we kids doing that.
Yeah, kid, exactly. I was 7th grade. Still remember that.
I think I was in the 6th. I was in elementary.
I was Bret Hart. Yeah.
I mean, we don't have that with the youth, but it's up to us to try to bring them in. And when we see them, we gotta embrace them and get a hold of them, like that. So, and and as far as the hobby part, the hobby is different from the sport. It's not the same. The hobby is when we be back here just chilling, flying birds. We all live a couple of blocks away. Go to his house. That's the hobby part. Hanging out, talking about breeding and stuff like that. The sport part is about sports. So that's when the politics and stuff kick in. There's no way you can have any kind of competition. No way without politics. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be in there. So. And I try to tell dudes that I don't get into competition because it's too political. Dude, just by you saying what you don't get in because of politics, because that's a political decision.
Already.
I mean, there's no way around it. I get it. It do be in there, but I just want to fly the pigeons. I mean, the politics is going to be politics. You can't get around it. But you want to talk about the president all day.
Yeah.
So let's talk about like the art of breeding, man.
Oh man.
And the science of it. What part of it is science and what part of it is art?
I don't think the breeding part is really art, really. Not the breeding part. The flying kits is an art. That's the art. Getting them kits to perform on those specific days, that's more of an art. Breeding is still scientific no matter how you look at it. You ain't breaking down chromosomes and DNA, but you're still saying, okay, this hen, she do this, and this cock does this. So if I put them together, maybe I can get the trace of her in this and all the trace of both into one pigeon. Because to me, theoretically, the further you get away from your original birds, the better your bird should be. But that's not how it is. But it should be better because you're breeding to get better every year. So once you start with this pair, by the time you get to the 3rd generation, theoretically, they should be better than the parents or equal to. You want better because the birds you're getting are going to be both parents put together. The cock and the hen. The other way around, it's just the cock and it's the hen. But you theoretically try to put all the genes of both of the birds into one pigeon to make this bird, and this bird should be better to them than either one of them alone.
That's why it's so important to be selective when you're selecting, you know. Because you're trying to get all that into the new birds.
All that into that one bird.
Yeah.
And then you're going to try to make that's just as good as him, put him with him to get better birds. So as you go along, the birds have all the traits of their parents. And in that case, it's going to be 4 grandparents. The father's parents and the mother's parents. And then as you get down, that keeps growing. That tree keeps growing. And the birds should be better. Not as far as faster. Percentages can make them better. I mean, that's what I look for. I'm more of a percentage kind of person. I don't like the pairs they give you a bird that's a super spinner and then give you 4 culls birds that just don't roll right, don't kick. I don't question that one bird. That one bird right there, I don't know about him. I bred 8 of them. He's the only one. And genetically, how it works is usually he's what they are. He's what they are. We just don't exhibit it. I mean, I mean, you can keep that one, but you got to keep in mind what the other ones look like that you didn't keep.
Still got them traits.
Yeah,
Still got them traits.
Recessive traits. And the role is recessive. It ain't dominant.
Yeah.
Because if you let these suckers hang out all day and do what they want to do, they'll stop rolling.
Yeah.
And people don't believe me. I say, watch the comics. Watch me see a roller with the comics. Watch how he is. He gonna be a baby. He gonna grow up. He gonna roll a little bit, and then look around. He popping and doing ones and twos. He ain't rolling no more. He just flip, turn over.
Pretty soon they'll quit that.
Yeah, quit that, and you just be. Then he start looking like a comic.
Yeah, they do. They
looking
do.
greasy and looking.
Yeah, for real.
Ain't that bird? That's him. He don't roll no more.
Start looking just like them.
Look, yep.
Yeah. That's crazy. Definitely.
Yeah, I think breeding is done on approach. I mean, how you approach me. I asked a question before on no, that wasn't on YouTube. It was on Facebook. I asked dudes a general question. How do you approach breeding? And dudes start making jokes, and I just, why approach breeding? I put a male and a female together. So I'm like, and them dudes understand that I was doing it for people, new people to come in and see and read and see what dudes want to do. But these dudes, I think some dudes do it because they don't have no approach. That's why I think they was acting like they don't have an approach, and that's how I really feel. It's some dudes that really want to know that. The dudes cracking jokes, and then dudes are inboxing, man, why them dudes gotta be such assholes? Why you ask a legitimate question and they just cracking jokes.
They ain't got no answer.
Yeah, that's why.
They ain't got no answer for it, so that's why.
So some of us really want to know that. So now, if I say stuff, I always say on my own YouTube channel. I don't say all that stuff on there no more. So now, what you gotta do is they gotta literally go to my YouTube channel to see what I got to say, like that. So, and then people be on there asking questions, I just answer them.
And the ones who serious about it, they gonna go on there and get the information.
That's all.
I enjoyed the conversation that we had when we were talking about, your original goal, Pigeon King.
Yeah.
What you wanted to leave the audience with. Could you share on that?
Okay. Well, when she was doing it. I thought it was gonna be all just about the birds and stuff like that. And she started telling me, as she started seeing my life unfold in front of her eyes while she was filming, she said, "We gotta add that. We gotta put that in there. It's gonna attract so many people that want to hear it." And I'm like, I kept telling her, this is my life we talking about here. This ain't like, this is not no script like that. This is happening. She said, "Yeah, that's what make it better." I was like, apprehensive at first, Then I slowly start adding a little bit. Then you start seeing it. He said, "Okay." You start opening it up and you start doing it like that. So when people see the real story, it became a man that's going through all these issues and he just happened to have pigeons. That's what it came out. It looks something like that. But at the same time, I was trying to navigate through life and maintain my relationship with my pigeons. At the same time, it was causing some friction in other areas because of the federal government. My ex-wife, it was some friction, and you got to navigate through that. And how did I navigate through it? I'm gonna tell everybody. What made it easier to navigate through life is the pigeons. No matter what nobody think. I mean, because like right now, I could be in the house, I could be writing or something, and I could just be getting like, "Oh, okay, I need a break." My break is getting up, turn on the light, come out, get in my chair and sitting here. That's my break. And after a while, after you calm down a little bit, you start saying those writing thoughts just popping back in your head, and it's time to go back in the house. I mean, stuff like that. I mean, I just come here and chill. If I'm not asleep, I don't go down there and watch TV. I would rather come out here and watch the birds instead of watch TV sometimes, and not just do that. So, but Pigeon Kings, so much of Pigeon Kings, of pigeons itself got a lot, something to life, because you still got care for something. And my pigeons are my sole responsibility. And unless I go out of town, somebody help me out with them and stuff like that. But other than that, it's my sole responsibility. I mean, and I've dedicated myself and I committed myself to take care of them, just like that. This is, like I say, my thing. I don't need nobody else to do this with me. I can do this by myself. This is my thing, like that. Which it teaches you patience. It teaches you a lot of patience, and it teaches you how to observe too, a lot. I mean, so much it teaches you just about life. It make you calmer. If people really get into their pigeons and really sit back with their pigeons and watch their pigeons and do all the husbandries and do everything they're supposed to do, it comes with a certain peace. So when people say a bird of peace, it's not always peace as like peace between war. It's like peace of mind and everything. And we start getting that peace of mind, and that's really good for mental health, and that leads to actual physical health. I mean, people understand how far what being peaceful really means. It's not just because we're not at war. Peace, you're at peace. You literally be at peace. You can sit back there and just watch these suckers all day and be at peace. You don't care about what's going on outside these walls right here. Right, that ain't your concern. You're at peace. You literally be at peace sometimes. Bird, no. You don't want nobody to come bug you. Don't ask me, like, sometimes I don't like people ask me questions about the birds that's not into the birds, because they ask questions like, you want to say, why you ask me that?
Yeah.
I mean, why are you really asking me? Just so you can just ask a question? Because do you really want to know? If you really want to know, come sit down right here and we can talk about it. They don't want to do that, so they don't really want to know. They just ask a question, just ask a question.
Bart, what did you think about the documentary?
What, the Pigeon King?
Yeah.
It was good. It was definitely showed like an insight of what he had going on. You know what I'm saying? Like far as with everything, the life, his wife, everything. So thought it was good, man. Definitely need more stuff like that. Definitely need more stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the little soundbite clip that she got at the beginning with that girl driving by. What you all doing out here looking out here for pigeons?
Oh yeah, y'all should be in church.
Yeah.
I remember that day. I remember that clear as day too. When she did that, and people still do that. We be out there looking up. People stop, get out their car, look.
What y'all looking at? Yeah. For real. See them in the car driver. They looking, try to see what you looking at.
Like the audience. A lady in the audience once said, she said, I really love the part when you said that when you're going through this with your wife, and she said, oh, you obsessed, blah, blah. I said, but you gotta be a little obsessed. I started to say about Kobe and Jordan. See how essential they were to their game, see what they turned out to be? But I didn't. But it's like, you want me to get rid of something that I love, and I'm like, for what? I mean, to what end? For what? I mean, why would you want me to get rid of something that I love? I mean, that's so selfish to me.
Yeah, that was.
For what? I mean, that's why I say for what?
It wasn't even a reason. Like,
he can't give a reason. Why? Oh, because you be doing it. Okay, if I don't do that, then what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do? You can do something else. Like what? See, that's what you want me to do. So that's not what I want to do. That's what you don't get. This don't cost you no money. It don't cost you nothing. When I'm with the birds, guess what's happening? The kids at school, you're at work. When you come home, the kids home, most time I do most of the cooking. So but then you get on the phone, but I said, but you get on the phone too, you go to work, you get on the phone, talk to the same people you be at work with. I mean, I talk to the same people, bird people. I mean, who else I'm gonna talk to on the phone all night? I see my brothers throughout the day. On week I see them, so I don't gotta talk to my brothers and sisters all like that. So what's the point? I mean, I always thought that was very selfish to me. To me, that's selfish. For what? Can you give me a reason? It's not my health. I don't spend a lot of money on birds. I actually make money with the birds. And I told her the birds took care of you for 3 years. You didn't have to work at all. The birds, and the birds took care of you for years.
For real.
You didn't have to do no work. So I even had a shop. Dude, Shoot.
Yeah, for real.
So, I mean, do what you know.
When did you realize this was going to be a way of life for you, Keith?
I always wanted to. I always wanted to be like, I just try to figure out a way to, so it can be a way of life. But with rollers, you ain't going to make no living. You have your times here and there, but it's not like the homers where you can make a living. Where you win a race and you get 30, 40,000. It's not like that.
Definitely.
If you win a roller competition, you might get $1,500 tops, maybe, and that's once a year. So it's not like it's like life changing. Whereas a homer, depending on your cost of living and how you live, but shit, if I made 50,000 a year off pigeons, I can make it work. I figure if I can make 50, I can make 75. Like that. Now if I can make 75, I can make 100. That's how I feel about that. The red tail?
Yep, big one too.
He gonna dive over here.
Huh?
He be diving over here.
For real? Big red tail.
Got a red ass tail. It's a full grown one.
You been just letting them hang out?
I'm gonna get him in though. They've been out too long.
How many is this in this kit? How many is that in that kit, Keith?
35.
5.
35 in there.
Ain't even no feed in there. That's good.
Huh?
I said it's good how they go in. Ain't even no feed in there.
They know it's coming.
Yeah, for real. For real.
They know it's coming. People think it's about teaching them how to go in a cage. No, it's about teaching them how to do everything together. And I got that from not to get it from him, but I heard Kevin McKinney said everything together. I said, yep, that's where I think the same way. Everything together. But when you got birds of prey, just that day, he's like he said, man, get these birds up. He made me get them up, so they up now. So they're not even kidding. They kidding, but they're not kidding. They grouping kind of like, and they fly around. They come down. So now I'm slowly adding feed. And I fly them like 5 times. I keep doing it. But and that's how I train those. That's how I train that kid. But it's the same process. But I just didn't get a chance to get them to where they was all settled right there. They got up before that, and you can see a difference. You see a big difference. Because they came and I was training baby. Them suckers like glue
Unbelievable. They would kit right here.
in the yard.
Right here. Not even high as the wall. Like it's about the same height as the wall. The whole kit. Just right here. I said, man, that's crazy. All together. So they was actually kidding before they even got in the air. They was right here just practicing all together. So once they got up, the form and everything was just there already. Definitely. I'm definitely trying that next year for my youngsters. Definitely. Already built me a new kit box with the board already. So definitely trying it.
Now I try to tell dudes, stop throwing your feed to your birds. Don't throw your feed to your birds. Give it to them. Give it to them. That way when you move your hands, they don't trip. That's why I can walk up to them, because it used to me being right there. Feed them. That's how I feel them, just like that.
Getting like a bond between them.
Yeah.
Just so they know.
Now, even now, as adults and everything, I still feel them the same way. Unless I'm in a rush, I got to do something. But most part, I'm putting feed in there with my hand. I'm not just pouring it all in there. I'm spreading it out. But my hand is always in there. And sometimes with the can, I'll do this, leave gaps, and just sprinkle it. So they ain't scared of the can either. Actually, they go looking for this sucker. They'll see the can somewhere and they'll go to it.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I got
They're like,
that
hey,
at the
there's
house.
food over there.
Yeah. For
You
real.
left it. Let's go get. They knock it over and nothing in there. But sometimes knock it over be a jackpot.
For real.
The birds
Sure.
had their head down in the tail be sticking up. I just go pick them up. But you know, everybody gonna do what works best for them, and that's how you do it. Whatever works for you, that's what you do. I don't expect everything I do to work for you. Just some ideas on how to do stuff. That's all.
How about for you, Bert? Anything that you've done that you're like, wow, I got this every single time with my birds.
What you mean? Like,
Whether it be kidding, whether it be breeding or getting the feed right or anything.
yeah. I mean, the kitten, yeah, definitely got the kitten. The kitten's been good. But like I said, I want to try that new, as far as that new, what I learned from him on the training, just as youngsters to get him, because I like the way his kid is just, it's a difference. You can see it if you train in a different way from the way I seen his, you can see the difference. So I definitely want to add that into I thought I was doing good till I seen that. And now I know, that's a better way. Just got to try to get it into my program and I'm definitely going to try it. Like I said, I already got the kit box ready, and I'll build me some youngsters for next year. That's definitely going to be in my program. I seen it from out of here to the kit box to the training and then the outcome. So from that, that's definitely something I'm adding that I seen, and I liked how it worked, the outcome. Definitely.
You guys, near the hour, let's share a memorable moment of you guys being Rollermans in LA. Why it's special?
In L.A.
Why it's special in LA?
Yeah.
Because of the people. The people, man. The people is what. When I was in L.A. and I had the most fun. Winning is always fun. Winning is always good, feel good, but it's not that fun. It's the people. You understand the people I was around. We were all at that time. We were all between 27 and 35. We were the younger ones at that time. We were the young guys at the time, and we always did everything. Whatever the old guys did, we went, and we joked, had fun, just talked. And we was all different walks of life. I mean, we was all different, but we all shared that one common bond was with the pigeons. And I think our generation was probably the last real generation of pigeon raisers, like that group up in there. And the guys that grew up with us, I think that was the last real pigeon man in LA. Where we embraced the whole aspect of the pigeons. We used to go to the guy's house that didn't fly competition house, just hang out all day. And just fly pigeons and talk pigeons all day.
And it could be from anywhere.
Be from anywhere, yeah.
We'd be on one side, we live on this side, live on, because we got gangs. So, but them birds brought a unity way back then. It squashed a lot of stuff and had us all together where we was all enjoying it, no matter if you on the east side, west side, wherever you was at. Red, blue.
We used to all just go and just be there talking.
Brown,
guys,
whatever.
They don't have that right now. They don't embrace the hobby. They just all just have pigeons. Cause they're always too busy doing nothing to not go to a function or go to something that's happening. I gotta go do this. And, they don't be. Only thing you really gotta do is family stuff and work. Everything else is a choice. Like that. Some dudes were about to go to the gym and train their pigeons.
Choice.
That's choice. That's your decision. I was a hooper, but I still found time for my birds. Period. It's a function where, nigga, I ain't got practice, I ain't got no game, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I remember getting off a plane, coming from a basketball tournament somewhere, and getting right in the car, Ray Vaughn, and we going to Norm Reed house. Early in the morning, I'm getting off the plane. Early in the morning, we going anyway. We gone. I'm saying that's what we used to do. Just go hang out at other dude's house, just so he can be at that house and watch his birds fly.
All
Guys,
day too.
all day.
All day
They
too.
just too judgmental. It's crazy. It's just they don't know how to just enjoy being out with the birds. It's not always about competition. We used to just go hang out. Like Ray Vaughn moved away. We used to go to this house and hang out all day. Just be over there. And these dudes don't have no patience. They want to go. They get there. They want to leave in an hour. You can't bird out in an hour.
Nah, you can't. We just getting started.
Look,
We're just getting started.
Yeah. we just talk about all kind of stuff. It's hard to really talk about and bird out in an hour. You can't. It's almost impossible. If you got to leave in an hour, you're not trying to bird out. Like I go to a bird house, I might be going just to pick something up, not be over there for hours.
Yeah.
I'll have to come around there and get something. Come around and we be in a
All
bag.
day. It'd be dark.
Yeah, it's dark. You gotta be over there.
It'd be dark.
Tone house, same way. Go over there. You just hang out. You talking about birds and how to breed this. But Tone asks questions though. He asks the same question a lot.
Yeah.
He asks questions though.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, and I'm open.
Part of learning.
Yep. I'm an open book. I don't even tell nobody nothing. And I try to tell people, I ask questions based on my experience. Or sometimes I say what I feel. But if I tell you what I feel, I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I feel sure I just, why? Because blah, 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 blah. And they say, okay, I can see that. I ain't trying to change what you, I just want you to see it different. And when you see it different, you might say, oh, I see. Now you might say,
yeah, you can
oh,
do
so
it.
that mean I can probably try this on that. Yeah, exactly. What do you think I should make this bird with, man? I don't know nothing about neither one of them birds. I don't know nothing about that bird, and I can't tell you. I don't know nothing about them. I can't tell you nothing about them birds. I said, why you got them? That's the question. Ask yourself, why? Like me, I go in there and say, why you here? Look at the bird. Why you still here? What you doing? And now think about it. I say, you know what? I don't even need you here.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, it's a cock. It's a pair in there. I'm gonna let this dude get. And I thought about it. I said, y'all really not a good pair for what I'm trying to do. But for somebody who wants individual, just deep rolling birds, it'd be a perfect pair. But for what I'm trying to do, they don't fit. Not together. I can take him, put him on this, but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna let him get the pair. He actually want it, I'm gonna let him get the pair. But I saw him another pair that got birds up there cracking. And I said, this pair got some good birds, but I don't have to have them. I don't have to because I got brothers to both. Brothers to him and sisters to her that's doing just as good. So I don't really, them leaving ain't gonna change nothing in the program. Only thing that's gonna change is colors and patterns. That's all that's gonna change. But overall, they're not gonna change. I ain't gonna miss nothing. Like the pair I'm talking about, the cockbird, I think I can do some wonders with him, more so than the hen. But him leaving ain't gonna change nothing. Nothing at all. And that's how I look at it. Like it's birds like these few squeakers, them pairs been clicking for the last couple of years. And then them birds' siblings got babies that's in the kids that's growing. I said, oh yeah. So I'm dialing in more toward those that side, those matings. It's one more, it's a red and badge that's gonna go in there. Other ones I don't have to have. They good, but I don't have to have them. But they ain't going in the loft. They going in the kid box though. They going in the kid box. Only one I will put in the loft. What's up? I'm good. What's happening?